Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hello race fans and welcome to another night of Australian NASCAR Truck Series, this time from the bullring of Bristol Motor Speedway. We've had super speedways, we've even had a road course, we've had mile and a halves, we've had a little bit of short track racing. We go once again back to the short track and we look to see who can etch their name into the playoffs for the Truck Series. Last time out, it was Brad Newman who won at the high banks of Talladega. What do we have in store for us tonight? You've got myself, Matt Danson, and my illustrious co-star, Dave Douglas, in fact, alongside me. Dave, how are you? We'll get the grid up in a second. We'll run through that.
Yeah, good, mate, good. Pleased to be here. Let's Bristol, baby. Let's go racing.
Exactly. Well, I did tease the grid. We'll get through it now because these laps are short. We've got Josh Mickelmore on pole, Dylan McDonald, a new starter in P2. Kude Dell, that seems to be his best start, I would say, for this season, in P3. Riley Curtis, 4th, and Brian Blundell rounding out the top 5. I'll rattle off the names from thereafter. Last week's winner, Brad Newman, Tom Pritchard, Bradley Cairns in P8, Angus Lawford, and Dean Powell in P10. Dave, we're about to go green. Exactly. Yep. There we go. In fact, we are green already. It's a very quick one. Josh Mickelmore on the bottom didn't get the greatest restart. He'll be hoping to hold that.
Yeah, sorry, cut over you straight away there. But Riley got a shocker because Brad Newman went straight up the inside of him. So maybe that caught them a bit of by surprise, just like it caught us by a bit of surprise. They're going green and we're away. But that looks like a Nitro truck too at the front there as well. So that's a player we haven't seen so far. So let's see how he goes.
Yeah, Dylan McDonald. I've got an American flag next to his name, so he this is right in his wheelhouse, you'd think. But whereas we've got a truck up very high, and in fact, we got contact there.
Around.
Yep.
Pritchard's in the wall up in turn 2.
Goodness me, there was a few others trying to get involved in that as well. We'll obviously get some replay shots, no doubt. It just looked like there was a bit of a gaggle with. I'm not sure if those were some trucks that came out of the pits or something, but all of a sudden there was a real gaggle of trucks caught up amongst each other, and we were seeing the replay. No, that didn't. I see that on the bottom. I'm not sure what that was happening there, but looked like just a bit discombobulated through this hole. And then, in fact, it was one of the Project 36 trucks that did ultimately make the contact by the looks of things.
Yeah, possibly Lawler, I think. Maybe in the. Yeah. I don't have my timing up, but I'll get that up now.
Made the big dive. Yeah.
Like it was awkward up the front, but those guys managed it, and those guys, just unfortunately got into an accident there.
It was a strange one. Because they did have.
This might show a bit angle.
Yeah, one of the Project 36 trucks was slow on the inside, just up ahead there. You can see.
Oh yeah, he's just.
And then this one.
Maybe he didn't anticipate Pritchard to get it that much, but that's just a case of running the car over in front, unfortunately.
Yeah. Good call, Dave, as always.
But I think that other Project 36 car may have had an issue at some point because it looked like he had front end damage. So I'm not sure if he had a issue off the start and collected the wall.
Another another truck that's Jared Gilbert's got a
Gilbert.
couple of dramas. Oh, so he's
there it
got
is.
stuck in there, and one of his teammates has got into him as well. Goodness me,
Wow.
they've
So there was plenty going on.
yeah, there's quite a few trucks in that stable, but they're unfortunately just with sheer numbers, you're going to end up running over your teammate at some point in time. They've been in a bit of a struggle situation of late, but
James quite clink. He's having a bit of bad luck at the moment. He's just been caught up there as well. I don't know if he had much to do with that, but Carl Withy was in that. There's a few of them. So
not Carl. Carl's really gunning for that championship. Look at him. He's a picture of concentration there. Had a great run last time out at Talladega. Unfortunately, I was not in the booth for that event, but I did get to see it, and he really had a shot at that win at the end there, but just fell short right at the finish. But putting together a great season is Carl. You love to see that.
yeah, absolutely. So we see Carl and we got Aaron Dorman. With the on board Cameron Ryan. I think Matt Danson may have had a Cameron the other night. I'm not sure.
No, I wanted to, Dave, but unfortunately, just didn't. Stars didn't align. But next time out for sure. There we go. We've got Jordan. Christmas lights. Yeah, we'll get some handsome dance next time. Don't you worry.
Speaking of handsome dance, that's number 30 there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what's going on there?
The old George.
Surely the 30's reserved.
Taking the 30 from you, mate.
That's the green flag is out. Green flag's out. We're going to revisit that in a moment, though. Let me tell you, Dave. Don't you worry. But huge jump there up front for Dylan. He's left him completely standing. But don't count out Brad. Look at him go. Wow, he's closed that in short order, hasn't he?
What's he doing? He is on a different planet right now. He is. Even the 35 saving on Brad's just pulling him out because he's gone.
He's absolutely just annihilated them all on the outside lane there. He's probably thinking, what on earth? Christmas has come early. I think even with saving, that's as we've got another yellow.
Yeah, look at the gap.
Oh no, it's Carl. Carl's involved in this one a little bit. He's got a little piece of it. I don't think he was in the meat of it, but he definitely got a piece at the end. But I'm going to bite my tongue, but I did see a lot of fluoro yellow. Let's just have a quick look at this replay. We've got the two Project 36 cars just up ahead there, or trucks I should say. We're riding aboard with Carl, championship leader. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bit of contact there, and then,
Yeah, I got to say that's Trent Lavelle. Probably coming down more so than the 36 Project 36 car. So Carl did a good job getting that pulled up. So looks like he got away with that relatively unscathed.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Just off the shot we saw there from the onboard, didn't look like Trent came down. Oh, I mean, there's not heaps of room there.
You can see the speed difference though. Like the one with the 36 did close that gap up real tight. Carl gets a little bit of a rub on the inside there. So these guys are going to have to sort themselves out and realise that, can't blaze in a pack. You've got to just steady yourself, slow your roll, and ease yourself into this one. Otherwise, we could be in for a long night here.
Yeah, it's a funny one. I mean, Bristol is it's a big high bank sort of track. You don't really need to. It's not like you need to send it in and just hope for the best on a corner entry. You can run whatever line and usually survive 2, even 3 wide at this joint, no problems. But I think it's just a matter of the boys just finding their feet on what they can and can't do, and understanding when is the moment to have those big dives down onto the inside, and because it seemed like there that if you come in from 3 truck lengths back, you're probably not going to be given space on the bottom because they're not going to know that you're coming from that far back. We've got the schedule up in front of us, obviously just giving a bit of a taste of what we've gone through so far, and the fact we are almost on the brink of the playoffs, and we will. Hopefully, I think we've got a graphic as well for the championship standings, the point standings. I've been advised by the truck that we do not have that to hand. The graphic designers are feverishly working, but that's not quite finished yet. They're still in Photoshop right now as we speak. So, nevertheless, we do have. I'll see if I can grab up those standings just off the cuff. We can discuss that at a future yellow. Hopefully, that's in about 100 laps time. But I do have on good authority that Carl is the points leader still.
I
Look
believe
at this.
Newman has got him by 13 points, and then it comes Carl. But other than that, I don't know. That's all I've been given
Oh, there you go.
the top. But
Brad didn't do the first few races, did he?
no, but he is actually
That's outrageous.
He's got it by 13 points and a couple of wins in there as well. So Barney's sorry, bloody Barry in Australia though. He's got the wave, the green flag waving, and he's away. So we're away again. We instantly got a couple of cars pretty wide back there. So hopefully they can just get themselves sorted out here and we have a little bit of a rhythm. But once again, it's the 33 leading out front and the 35 of McDonald. So he's running a bit higher up in the lane than the 33, which the 33.
Well, I wonder, Dave, if Dylan has kind of got the message from that last very short run to say, hang on, I need to try and get some track position here, and this is who I'm going to be racing for the win. I don't want to just sit behind the whole time. So I think he's got a bit of a hurry up on this run here, but it's kind of a swings and roundabouts. If you push a little bit too hard, you might be paying for it on the other end of the run. But as we say that, they've got a bit of 3 wide action briefly just there, as you saw, but sorts itself out 2 by 2 once again. But some great racing through the pack here with these guys. Love to see that. Who's that 152? That's Angus.
Oh, that's Angus.
Angus Lawford. Yeah, he's making great use of that high line. Oops. Takes a little bit of paint off the outside. That's fine. Oh,
yeah, we got
big
one.
wreck.
Yeah, that's the 30. There's our 30.
Well, that's what you get.
Oh, we're still wrecking behind. Oh, we're still wrecking in there.
Oh my
what is
God.
going on back there? The 61. Steve Gerber. He's up, brother.
What on earth just happened there?
So you got Dean Powell just in front of him in the 999. You got Riley Curtis in a 093. 30 of Rustic up there. So runs. Oh, Dean gives him a little rub. Just comes up into the door panel.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he got. I think Jordan was fine on the corner exit. Kind of got hooked a little bit, and it brought him down the track. I think. Let's just see if that's true. We got the nice. So it just kind of caught him just a hair, and it pulled him down the track a little bit. And then what's happened here? And then and he's tried to save, but hasn't quite. And then bang! And who's that?
Riley's going to get away with that.
Is that Riley? Is it? Yeah, Riley.
Yeah, and then we've got Peyton. That'll be Luke Peyton, the teammates from last week who were racing. Come in, unfortunately, at the end of the race last week. But
the 61, I want to ride on board with the 61.
I reckon he comes from 3 laps down and hits him here.
So here we are on board with the wreck's already happened. Oh my days.
Oh well. That's, in bowling terms.
The pace car almost got involved in that one.
Oh well, you got to lick your looms and learn, I suppose. Let's hope a few drivers learn from that. But you can see, like Andy Barbie, this is what you're doing. So he's up. This is how you avoid that.
Watch this. Oh, jeez.
He's got to be just sitting there laughing.
That's I've never seen that. I'll be honest. I've seen some things. Yeah, not much this guy can do.
Yeah, Luke Payton there.
Yeah.
That'll be almost night done, I'd say, for that 30 car. Jeez,
oh yeah. If it wasn't already, he definitely got completely finished off right at the end. I think that's
a big lick.
Yeah, massive hit. I think Jordan was probably pinched the 30 there, thinking that might bring you some luck, perhaps. But
yeah,
unfortunately,
pace cars getting involved as well. I think even Ryan Barber actually. I don't know if we can get a quick on board with Ryan Barber. Oh no, we're gonna go. Don't worry, but we're gonna go green.
No, we can come back to that shortly during the.
I think pretty good job to get through that as well. I just saw him at the end there, and yeah, but
I hate to see the 30 wreck like that. I hate to see that. That's if there's one number that I don't want to see in the fence, Dave, it's the 30. That's for sure.
We caught us off guard earlier, but not for too long.
Australian NASCAR sim racing royalty, that number. As Barry puts the green flag out. Yeah, Jordan in the chat, he's not pleased at all. No, I feel for you there, mate.
We've got Bradley Cam, who's holding his own here in 4th position, which is...
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, and he was running side by side with a few cars there before, so you can run the 2 lanes here. You can work the bottom, you can work the top. They do work a little bit differently as you see him going to the high side, so he's going to get a bit of momentum. and gets the run down on the outside of Nickermore.
Yep, hold it there. Nice, Bradley.
Now, the outside lane will wear that right front, so possibly he's going to end up being a bit tight later on in this run. But for now, he's just going to use it and try and get some position there. So he gets tight on those exits there as you come to the flat, as you know.
Yep. There we go. He's made that work, though. That's good. We got Angus here now trying to make it run. I think Josh. We know what Josh is like. He's just being calm here. He's letting the race come to him. I hope he gets that chance. We've obviously not had the longest green flag run so far, but Josh is that guy that's always there once once the run starts to drag on a little bit, because he knows how to save his stuff, and he's showing that here. But it's a double-edged sword, sort of patient game you got to play. But Blundell's having a great run. He qualified P5, I think it was.
Yeah, give credit where it's due, and that 86 is that's a career high. Well, maybe not career, but season high. I reckon he's having a good run up there. So hopefully he can. Oh, this one gets a little loosey goosey out of turn 4, mind you, and that's right.
Another one up in the fence. Yeah.
So with a little bit of tense moments there, but we keep it all straight together. And
yeah, Ryan's had the crew trying to work on some of his equipment. They adjusted some pedals and whatnot. Got some new equipment there. So Jason, hold on to that.
He's still chasing that truck all the way through turn 3 and 4. He was chasing that truck and managed to save it. Luckily,
that was huge. Jason was on the Bristol Roval there for a second. Some right hand turns. Aaron Dorman, we missed his lap again. Lap 25 and a half, I think it is. But never mind. We're on board with him now. Look at him. Looks like he's looking out of the roof of his thing.
He's got a message on the board. What's the message on the board back there?
What does it read? I can't even.
It was last week. That probably is the same again. Oh, we got one in the background. That's Pritchard, baby, again into Holdsworth.
Oh, big wreck. Yeah, there's a few in there. Oh, another one.
Oh, and Andy Barber.
Andy Barber.
Taking that wrap and throwing it straight in the bin.
Yeah.
Let's go back and see that. I think it's the 91 gets loose on the exit. I think I saw it at the top of my screen.
Oh,
yeah, he's having a little loosey-goosey moment like the 8 did before. Innocent bystander, but
there's Riley.
Synchronized spinning.
Riley gets through.
Stevie Williams as well, just sneaking through there, I think too. So,
if we can down the truck, if we can grab on board with Andy Barber, I think that'll be a worthwhile shot. Yeah, we'll check this one out. This is on board. So Jason probably thinks he's just got through, and then probably doesn't even know actually that the other truck was really having too much issues, and then.
Yeah, he did. I mean, everything happens very fast here, and that stuff happens real quick. So Andy's done a pretty good job here, to be honest. And just taking that's the idea. I mean, if there's nowhere to go, you try and find a smallest gap and push your way through. But as I said, at Bristol, everything happens very fast. The wrecks, they happen, and they get bigger and bigger.
I always find the panic downshifts are super helpful in those scenarios when you want to. Well, for me, it's helpful anyway when I'm like, gosh, I need to stop real quick here.
Go through too many of them, and
well, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to go straight down to first gear. That's true. That's true. But if you can get down to third, get down to second, like that usually helps you, because the brakes in these things aren't amazing, of course. So usually the engine braking when you're in a dire situation helps. But
yeah, they are. Yeah. They do pull up pretty good, to be honest. Like if you get on them and you're firm about what you're wanting from the truck, they do pull up pretty quick as long as you're aware of it. But we're seeing some of these trucks get loose. So the 8 was the first one to have that issue. So that's what put him back in that position. So he was chasing the truck through 3 and 4 there, and then it was the exact same thing for the 91. But unfortunately, 91 just slipped over the edge of that adhesive and went the other way and just took the 8 with him. So both trucks have suffering the same fate and ended up in the same position.
Dorman looking a little bit happier. Very much. I don't know how. Go back to. Oh no, he's out of the car. You can't even see him anymore.
You're out, baby.
If we go back to Aaron, I feel like I don't know, Dave, but I feel like he's. We might need to talk to him about his screen placement because he's looking very high. It's very, very upwards projected view.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Obviously
yours.
He beats the different, mate, by the looks of that.
As we get Barry, look at him go.
That again. Away we go. Track position, all of a sudden, starting to play a part. So, looks like Brad shot to the front, and now he gets to run them restarts. It's much easier to work from the front. If you've got that clean air on the truck, as well as restarts, it's much easier to battle on from the front.
And the Newman camp has been fortunate lately. We'll see if they come down pit road this race, but of course they didn't take any stops at Martinsville. They got no sponsors on the truck, so obviously got to keep funds in mind. Didn't have to use any tyres last time out at Martinsville. See what happens tonight. Josh McMorrow again, just playing it cool, letting the race. Oh, and we've got a race for lead, in fact.
That's it. So the 35's making his comeback. He's going to try and use the bottom to get this done. And Brad just makes it a little bit tighter down there. So he runs the mid and crosses over, goes low on the exit there. So let's see if the 35 can get the pass done there. But just a couple of cars back, there's a three-train car of the one Project Peak 6 cars there. So keep an eye on that. They've moved their way up the field here, which was Davis, Griffiths and Lawler, I think. So, but there they are in the background. They're side by side. He's overcooked it there by the looks on entry.
A little bit of flame coming out the side when he rubbed up against the wall there.
Yeah, it didn't cost him too much time, so it's a crossover. Can he get the drive on the exit? Here's now the big thing. Not quite, not there, not yet.
Is lap 45 150? Is that too early to start trying to use up the other truck here? Okay. Oh, we've got another yellow.
Direct right in front of the leaders. Right in front of the leaders.
Oh no!
The 35 gets some of that, and so does Mickelmore. I reckon he gets some of that too. Spotters are busy tonight, Danson. The spotters are busy tonight.
They are very busy. That's actually. It's I've been bitten by this myself. We're leading a race at Bristol, dominating in fact, and look at that! Ouch! And then look at that! Oh, yeah, that'll be a big one for him. Yeah,
that is not ideal. Let's see how the others fare here. Josh, he gets things through. Oh, Dahl gets involved as well. The 51 truck, so that's going to be good for him.
Yeah, Kudo's been having a great night. He qualified up in what was it, third, I think.
Yeah, it was Dylan McDonald. Was the one that was the second on scene. Brad saw it in the out through the windshield, but then Dylan was a little bit blindsided by it. This would be a good shot actually. Yeah. Because look, it's just happened right there. No. Yeah. At that point, yeah, he's pretty committed though.
And we've even got probably a slightly better view, being that we're on the roof.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It literally unfolds right ahead of them, and being you're the front two. You're focused on racing each other. You're not really thinking about a wreck of the other cars being an issue because you're at the front. Sort of, at least for me anyway, it's usually out of mind because you're sort of more focused on how am I racing the guy around me. But yeah, that's horrible for Dylan. Hopefully, he's come away from it relatively. I know he did get a pretty good lick, but hopefully it's not too much and he can get that sorted out.
Hopefully he didn't get too much damage on the steering there, but if you get it fixed up, he might be okay. But another thing, like on these cars, because of that windshield banner, as you go in and the banking, like you kind of can't see it. To see the other turn too, you're sort of looking through the roof to see it. You've got an onboard shot where you can sort of see that in the banks, but that also makes it a bit hard to see around the corners as well.
Yeah, great call. So we've got obviously a few that stayed out, a few that pit. Our lead group here, of course, did not pit.
35, who I think had no choice but to try and get some of that damage repair.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so he's going to be mined back a little bit in the field, but I think he's shown a lot of speed. I think he'll have no issue getting there as long as he can just keep it clean. It's the surprising thing for me so far, Dave, has been the number of trucks getting loose.
It's not a common theme, I think, with the trucks, but possibly being open, especially at night time. So you'd think that the trucks are going to tighten up, if anything, but it depends. But Barry's got the flag in hand, and he's about to wave the 11 daylight set, I think, as Bradley goes once again. You see Ryan Jones back there. I'm not sure where he started, but he's sneaking up through the pack here. We've seen the 98 of Stephen Williams involved in a couple of things just on the fringes, but the 152, Lawford, he's at the front and second place at least, and he's having a good night. He's going to try and turn that into something.
Yeah, flying the flag for Project 36, that's for sure. We got another yellow. Oh no, it's Carl. Carl is involved, and a couple of Project 36 trucks.
That's the parking lot. Carl's definitely involved in that. Richard again's involved in that. That's his third one for the night.
Oh no, I think Carl's steering's done too. Looks of things. Oh no.
He looks dusty, not happy. Look at him. That's a face of
frustration, disappointment. Yeah. Straight in the pits.
Yeah, so he knows it's pretty buggered. So pit lane closed there. Let's get a replay. It says 237 of Jared Gilbert. Just on the exit again. So he goes up into the 86. Is that on the outside of him there?
Oh no, it's already happening up ahead.
Carl's at his own.
So there's a double.
Oh wow! Look at that. Riley Curtis through the middle as well.
So yeah, the 237 drives up into the 651 here on exit.
Carl gets turned down the front.
Carl gets turned, yep. And then the 237 says, "I'll have more of that. Thank you very much."
Yeah, if we can go back to Carl, something happened on the exit here with the 192. I feel like there was more to it than just the straight.
Carl's just.
Unfortunately, Carl may have.
Yeah, but I think Carl's trying to be smart about the other truck that's on his outside. He's trying to drive a little bit too defensively, I feel. Ouch, look at that. It almost feels like he's trying to give too much credit to that truck that's on the outside there, when really he needs just, and then the other one looks, and he's kind of just come across the nose of them there.
Not much you can do in that situation.
Go on board with the 237, I think that would be a delightful experience, but it did feel like Carl was trying to be a bit sort of circumspect initially, and then it's just done himself a mischief by.
That's destination.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
And 093 Riley Curtis, jump on board with him. I think he just gets a little bit there as he sneaks straight to that little gap there.
He might have just got a pinch. That's about it though. Looks pretty good.
Here he comes up, so he's heading straight to the scene of the accident here. In turn one. Just rounding up his teammate on the bottom there. You see a kerfuffle. On the brakes.
Yeah, he got just a little bit. That little bit of acceleration that he did as the wreck was unfolding is what did him in. Just needed to not be on the gas, I reckon.
Yeah, he's taking that straight out of the Tyler Williams handbook.
Now let's see. Does he get involved? Because he's just got put in the wall. Oh no, he gasses it up.
Oh, he's going to get hold. No, the wall's not even done. And pulled him up solid there.
That was fortunate. Alright, as we get ready, and the green is out once again.
Yeah, so a lot of cars. Look at that single file behind. So we've got a lot of cars out of this race already. OUT out, baby. This is Bristol, and it's a race of attrition at the moment.
Had a very close. Oh, another one very close. There's lots of little moments happening, but fortunately, I spoke too soon.
He's in front of the leaders again. I think there's a car. Yeah, it's a Project 36 on the inside on the flat. Ooh, I reckon it's going to be Lawler.
It must be 2. No, it's 2-3. No, 192. Who's the 192?
That'll be JD.
Okay. That looks like who it is. So let's see what's happened here. He's just rolling around at the back on his own.
Looks like she's pretty munted though, that truck. So I think that's more maybe due to the damage of the truck there. And
yeah, right in front of the leaders once again.
Right, get them off the track though. Yeah, it does a good job to get down out of the way.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he's considering whether he wants to continue, but yeah, if it's in that bad shape, you really got to consider if it's worth proceeding. And with that said, it looks like
Doody doody doo.
Try to make sense of it. I think that's our top 19 are still in it. They're still on the lead lap. I think that would be Tom. Just got the lucky dog.
You go for the Jason Holdsworth method here. It might work. It might pay off for you if you just stay at the back and then circulate at this point. It may work this week.
It might work this week. Not a huge fan of that strat myself personally, Dave.
He's probably got no choice at the moment, but there's a few guys that have got no choice at the moment not to do that.
That is true. That is true. There's Aaron.
Oh man, oh, look at him.
There's a race on, Aaron. You got to get out of the pits, mate. No, he should. Hopefully, which one was he involved in? I actually didn't catch.
Oh, we're up to 7, so take your pick.
I'll get caught up a little bit on the YouTube chat. Obviously, make sure like and subscribe and all that jazz. But we touched on earlier, Jordan was not too happy about his early exit. Very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he was.
R&J, I'm not sure who that would be, but good dodge, boys. Makes a nice change. I don't know what I should have been more on top of this, so I would know what that referred to.
Father, family member, good dodge, boys. Nice cheer.
Oh yeah, nice.
Ryan, I think possibly earlier in the race.
Yeah. Oh yep, beautiful. It's almost like I'm still out there. That's from that's Tyler Williams. That's right. That's Tyler. He's saved a few yellows for us tonight. Thanks, Tyler.
Last weekend, or last week's top 5 finish. I think he finished 4th last week. It's early night. It's early doors.
Yeah. Barry once again gives us the green flag, and we're off and racing. And where was it was Dylan, wasn't it, who got stuck in with that little contact, but he's got the fresh tyres. He's working his way. Where is he? He's P10 now. He's the one we want to see how he works his way through the mess. There he is, right there. Stevie up to his outside.
Major and Stevie Williams just ahead of him.
Is that Bradley
Mitchell?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Got Williams
up in the fence. I was just having a look. It's Angus Lawford up in P2 ahead of Mickelmore.
Yep. So he's battling.
Yeah, continues to move forward though, Angus Lawford. I think that's probably a best result for him so far, or best position for him. So obviously we haven't got the result yet, but he'd be stoked with that one, I'm sure. And as well, I think who's that one back there? 36, Griffiths. He's another Project 36 truck having a good night. So good to see them bouncing back. Oh, gee,
I think that's the boss, wouldn't you? Brandon, the 36, Project 36, he's got to be the boss, mate, naming rights truck.
Yeah, surely he's the head honcho. Yep.
Oh, we got Brad Wright rubbing the fence down there as well.
And Brad, in fact, he's up plus 22 from his starting spot, Dave. So he's had
he's given another up there. He's given a bit more.
We'll change that now. He's plus 19 from his starting spot now.
He wasn't satisfied with the first one. He's already got on the second one. But he's got the McDonald is on the inside in there. McDonald.
Oh, yes. Yep, you're right. He's working his way forward.
Now, only American racer tonight, I think, out there tonight.
Yeah, that seems to be true.
Oh, there's 86s around us. That's all run down.
Oh.
Catal goes into the fence.
Oh, no.
That just come out of nowhere. Like I said earlier, things happen fast. It's Bristol, baby. Hold on for the leader. Oh, my goodness. What's he doing here? There we go. He's got it sorted out.
Boy.
Finally in the end there. That would have been an interesting moment for the 33 there. Oh, it's Ryan Jones. No, Ryan Jones is into the 86 in front of him. So it happens in front. I think it's just a bit of a chain reaction from what happens in front. There's number 11. There he is. If we get a replay of Ryan Jones, he turns the 80, gets on the inside of the 86 on the exit there, and I think, like I said, just a bit of a reaction behind. Bradley Cairns at 7. going to get out of this. But, oh, yeah, it just gets
Oh.
on the exit there. There's not much in that. Wow.
Yeah.
It must be the wind, I reckon, that's done that. Took the air off his rear spoiler.
It's a bit of a... Yeah, I'm not sure if that was really the gap. Was there...
Yeah.
You had to know that was kind of always gonna kind of pinch down a little bit, but... Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to say not much either party did wrong there, but same with
that's fair.
Carl.
Yeah.
He sort of just didn't... Just trying to avoid that wreck, and it carted him all the way to the infield.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hate for Kude. Poor Kude's tried to keep out of it and just come out the worst of the lot.
And then
panic sets in.
it obviously does not turning left very well. So he had 2 cracks at it and decided to take the rest of the racetrack up and do a right-hander.
Yep, good call.
But those boys had their eyes on at least. So would have been interesting, but coming around there and seeing a car trying to do a split spin. But we got Carl in the getting him repaired. He's in the chat now. Spend that chat with W's folks. I was not mad, keen on going 3 wide. Just trying to keep the low line, so there's some, and that's about as much as we'll read of Carl's because he's blowing up in that chat. If you want to know what's going on, you got to get in that chat. Get in the chat, people. Josh Mickelmore's making his own 3 wide up the middle here, under yellow.
I read that message a couple times, Dave. I'm not entirely sure the 3 wide that Carl was referring to, because he had the
Gandalf. He was he'd give the old "you shall not pass," and fortunately, it hasn't worked out for him. But who we got out of front here? We've got Ryan Jones leading this thing now. So Brad Newman's obviously come down and got some.
Brad came down.
Just turning someone back there. It's Aaron Major in the fence.
Oh no!
Rory Curtis has just gone up the track by the looks of it, and the 93 gets right now at 105 of Aaron Major. I think Mickelmore might even got a piece of that action as well. So that's our 9th caution of the night. Straight after the restart, Jonesy just floors it here, and we're going into turn 1. What happens here? And it's a bit of a awkward moment where Brad's put the trucks in an awkward position there and left no space, but that's the result.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
And the 31 did get involved as premeditated. Oh, you can see there must have been a little bit of contact, and it's just pushed the the 93 up into 105 there, impounded it. It was all very tight.
I wonder. It's similar to the previous one. I don't know if there's anyone that's necessarily at fault per se, but I feel like it's. I need to see the restart of Aaron Major there to get a proper idea, because it seemed like he was very underpaced.
Yeah, it looked like Riley was having a half a look on his inside, and Brad,
which is fair enough.
Inside lane was going to be there as well, so it was sort of 3 and a 1 really. Let's see. He's 5.
Oh, and he's way out of it. Look at that. Yeah,
he's getting towed down the front straight there.
So that's kind of I feel like the issue there. It's not. I don't think Riley did anything wrong by, going to the middle where he was at. I don't think Brad did anything wrong by being on the bottom. He was painted to the yellow line, it seemed. But I think if there was anything that could have been changed to avoid that scenario, Major seemed like he was a little bit, I don't know, maybe daunted being up front.
Maybe did he start in third?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perhaps. He just seemed very, very slow, and then once he got to the corner, was way out of the gas. More so than what needed to be done, because he's just judging by all the trucks around him being considerably faster. So something was a bit off there, but that's just racing, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's exactly just said there, mate. We got a wave around happening here, so into our 9th caution and 80 laps down. So we're halfway through this race right now.
Running very short on trucks in this race now. I think Kude was obviously very heavily impacted in that previous yellow. Blundell which is, both those boys, Kude and Brian, had great starting spots, but both of them appear to be in the pits currently getting damage repaired. Kude looks to be in there for quite some time. I think Brian's only the 1 lap down at the moment, so we've really only got 17 trucks left.
Oh, we're going slow again on the top lane.
Yeah.
What is going on there?
Massively.
First gear, it's not first gear, second gear at least, boys. Let's get these trucks going off the line, and let's start with that, and then we'll work on our racecraft after.
I think that one was Dylan in the outside lane.
He was caught napping there, and something's either happened there. I have to assume he was in top gear and just wasn't ready for it. But anyway, Brad's quickly gone and got the lead again, and now leads this race one more time with Ryan Jones hot on his heels. But Brad Newman does have the fresher tyres though, so look for Angus Lawford as well on the top side. He's going to do the cross over down the inside. It's coming up the inside now, so he must have the tyres.
He should be fine. Yeah, he should be fine here.
Watch him
enough.
Yeah, enough. Feel the gauge. Here comes the 35 after that. Riley Curtis up on the fence in the background. But 35 going to get turned.
Oh no!
That's.
Save it. Oh, well done.
Well held. Yeah. It's made up for the fourth gear start there, and we're
great save from Dylan. I feel like if roles were reversed there on that one, Dave, I reckon Ryan would be complaining about that for 3 weeks.
James, he is running third, so he's going to have another 36 car. Actually, the 2 is putting a bit of pressure on the 33 at the front here, as we're right on board with Angus now. So
he is. Look at him go.
When did they last stop? I'm not clued up on lifetime, and I just call out a see in front of me.
I think they're the same lap.
So maybe Brad is doing what he has. Oh, there's a car in the background getting a little bit loosey-goosey.
They're coming up on a lap truck as well, are they not? Yeah, they are, just ahead of them. But look,
they've been following that truck since the start of this restart, so I think he's
Griffiths as well.
Yeah, he's not hanging about, and Brad Wright now. So
yeah, Brad Wright, we spoke about him. He's having a good night. A few of these guys, I reckon, will be on Altus Engineering setups. I know that's a popular choice among the field, and that's a wise choice usually. Look at them; they've got a lot of speed.
Good action at the front here, I think. So they're starting to get racy. This might be our green flag run here, but keep an eye on these Project 36 trucks. They're using different lanes. They've got a couple of lap cars ahead of them.
Oh dear.
Always fun on the short track if you can get into the lap cars, because they can play a role in this race.
They can. I just hope these boys are being mindful. It looks like I want to say that Angus is being a bit more mindful of his for feel goods, whereas perhaps Brandon's going a bit more hell for leather. And look, there we go.
No, you called it. So Brandon's going to live for the now and wants it. He wants it all. Give it to me, he says. Give me everything. As Brad just goes, changes the line, just runs the mid-track there, and just doesn't open that high line all the way up for the 36. So he's working these lanes, and they're catching this slow car now, so they're going to work the outside.
Yep.
They certainly are. Of the 86, so watch on the exit here. Yeah, nicely held there for the 86. I'll just line down there. So let's see if the 36 can do anything with the 33 in front of him.
I reckon he's got about another 10 laps before he's gone. Yep. Maybe I was being. Just
eked out that tiny little gap there. So most likely saving there, because tyres are a big thing at Bristol. You're running hard and fast, burning them tyres up. So they play a big part. As you see the 11 jumping back down to 6 now. So you'd imagine if the another yellow comes out, he's in the tyres for sure, which will probably be most of them. I can't keep up with who's got tyres left, but if they've got them, they'll come get them.
Yep, that's true. We'll get that tyre graphic up shortly, but Dave, I have to say, I don't know about you, but like, wow, as we get a bit of action, here we go. Send it. Yes. I am having some severe withdrawals, Dave. I love me some Bristol.
Oh, mate, so do I. And yeah, like I said, high banks, high speed. Let's get it, Bristol, baby. I'm looking forward to running the Xfinity car here on Tuesday night. Tune in.
That's true. That's true. Last season winner, do you?
That was Brad, I think, followed by Shane Van Gisbergen.
Might have to fact check you on that one.
It was. Oh no, that's right, because Shane Van Gisbergen and Brad Newman actually got into each other, and Danton just slices up the middle. I'm pretty sure on the last lap even.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's glorious. Glorious stuff.
And I think I ended up fourth because I had a good front row seat to it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, actually, you were very fast that race. It was another clinic, as always. But that's all right. That was then. This is now. Brad is out front, and he's starting to check out. He had that little scare, I think, getting around the lap truck, but got himself sorted. So I guess the question now is who else has some speed that could challenge. Last time by, Brad was night and day. Yeah.
Which is massive at this oval.
But you know who has actually shown some speed? Angus Lawford. Well, yes, that's true as well. I just wonder if we mentioned that Lawford seemed like he was saving things a little bit better.
Yeah, lap cars are playing a part here because
they are.
Just
that last lap,
15.5, and Lawford was a 15.1. So as you said, if you get into traffic, they do play a part in these races, which is always fun to sort of navigate your way through the traffic. As we get right on with Ryan Jones, he's navigating his way through there some now. But interesting. Interesting. You look at the field there. We've only got 13 trucks on the lead lap now.
Good call. Yeah, it's definitely thinning out because a lot of those trucks that were at the back already had a fair bit of damage anyway. Those ones that were kind of just hanging around, maybe with the yellows, just keeping them there. But there's going to be a few more that are going to go a lap down here as well. So it's definitely thinning out. Just watching Dylan working his way. Oh, there we go, working his way past Griffiths, who is starting to feel the pain of perhaps having that early charge.
Yeah, so I think Newman, as I said, he was just holding that position there, doing what he had to do to keep that track position and saving his time at the same time. Because now, as you said, night and day, he's consistently about 2 to 3 tenths faster than boys behind. As they got a nice little battle pack in behind it. Ryan Jones getting nice and tight with the 36, and you got Brad Wright in behind him. Aaron Majors back there, recovery drive. Bradley Cairns recovery drive. There's a few recovery drives out here.
So I mean, we're ticking up the laps super fast now that we've got some green running. So we've only got 42 laps remaining, but they're tempting fate there a little bit. But a couple of stories, like you said, some comeback sort of runs. But I think we've got Brad Wright P6. He's plus 22 from his starting position. Ryan's plus 11 and Griffiths is plus 15. But for me, obviously the biggest mover there is clearly Brad Wright as he gets another spot.
You gotta try and make
wow,
another one tick go by, so that makes plus 23.
Yep, plus 23. So that's a really good run for a top 5 for him. I'm really happy with Angus Lawford's run as well.
I thought it was Ryan Jones in the fence, but it was actually just the car of Stevie Dub Williams.
Stevie Dub, yep, exactly. But it looks to me like Wright has the pace over Jones as well, even. I could be mistaken, but it's just what it seems like from what the eye test. But oh wow, is that Andy Barber?
Yeah. Oh, is he smoking? No, this is just track. Thought he was smoking her up there, but yeah, it's interesting as we saw Griffiths. Remember, not too long ago we were calling him in for the race lead, so he's dropped back to 6th now, even behind Ryan Jones. He was on those older tyres, so that's how quick it can use up them tyres. As we said, he went hard and fast and used up everything he could. Now paying the price for it.
And it seems to me that Lawford, as well as being P2, is consistently P2 on speed as well. Brad clearly P1 on speed. So I think those two spots, unless we get a yellow or something untoward happens, those two are driving very well. Again, very impressed with Lawford and his run tonight. He should be able to hold on to that. Wow, yeah, major on the charge back as well.
Yeah, he's having a real sniff up the inside and gets the job done on the number 7 as his number 7 fights back. Lap car in front of him, I believe. Griffiths? No, that's a position in the front, sorry.
Yeah, that's our boy from earlier.
But just running that middle lane, you can see all the 3 lanes getting used up there.
His pace has fallen off dramatically though. He's now into the 16s, which is Yeah, it's like three or more tenths slower than his teammate up in P2 there. So that charge, that real heavy run to the lead, did not do him any justice. Looked great, but you feel the pain on the back end of it.
Well, that's it. As long as he enjoy it and have fun doing it, that's all it needs. That's all that matters.
It's true.
But Brad Wright is now trying to go to work on the number 11 here, so this is probably going to be the battle at the moment. He's just ever so slightly got a bit of pace, but Ryan Jones doing pretty good to hang on to this pace as well as he is. He's actually battled out now with all the other trucks, I reckon. Even on those older tyres. And they're coming up to a lap car on the bottom there, which is the 86 again, I believe it is. So
Dylan has...
Ooh, that's not going to help him up in the wall there. I don't know if he just got it, but it could be a little bloody thing we see on TV. But
oh, there we
he's
go.
right up there. He's using it up. He's using all the track, Ryan Jones.
And so Jones is on those slightly older tyres as well, so he's doing a good job to stay amongst this group. Dylan as well also has the slightly older ones, but Brad's making these ones work. He just needs to be patient here and not use up the advantage that he's got. Perhaps consider like he needs to get right up alongside Ryan, and really it doesn't have to necessarily be in his door, but but really get right up on him.
That's right. A bit of lap traffic could help him too at some point. So he's got a teammate in front of him, actually, DPR teammate up in front. So that's definitely not going to help Brad Wright, but he's just got to put the pressure on Lil Bones Jones here and see if he can just try and force him into a mistake, the young buck.
There are some trucks that are pitting, but I think they're further down in the order. Yeah, it was in fact David Lawler, but
well,
now I said earlier that I thought Lawford was pretty safe in his position, but he's fallen off a cliff in the last 15 laps or so, and Dylan is all over him like a bad smell.
Yes, that's 3.5 seconds now with Brad Newman's got the lead. You can see it in your timing tower on the left-hand side, 3.5 seconds. And then these boys are only split by, as you can see, very marginal 2/10 on screen now. So remembering that
that was 2 seconds before, Dave. Not long ago when I was talking the praises of Lawford. Yeah, it was 2 seconds between Lawford and McDonald. But so he's closed that down. McDonald's pace has been really good last little while. So I think he's obviously just tried to hold on to his stuff as best he could.
Yeah, remembering he had that damage, so he got that repaired, and now he's making it work for him. So he's had to do it the hard way, but he's fighting back.
And he's got slightly older tyres than Angus as well.
So this is a fairly decent green run here. I'd say it'll be close to 40 laps we've done now green.
I reckon more even, Dave.
And he gets that move done, and that's clear, and moves up in front of the 30. So the 152 there.
Yeah, see we go. So it looks like that. So when Brad and them pit, what was that? 57 laps ago. So they pit on that last yellow. Whoa, yep, use that wall.
Knocking down the walls.
Yep. Now, so last time by, even with all that back and forth, McDonald did take a further 2/10 out of Brad, but he has been mired in lap traffic. That time by was 4/10. So you can see that on the tower there, 16.2 plays the 15.8. So if McDonald can use the or get through the lap traffic as quickly as possible, he could put a bit of pressure, but I think it's going to be a tough R17 to go. The only chance I would say for Brad to lose this one is getting caught up in because he is still amongst it. If we cut to him, a lot of lap trucks. So
and you can see that because that was 4 seconds before. Now it's only 3 seconds back to McDonald now. But remember, McDonald's got to go through the same traffic as well.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
15 laps to run. She'll be over quick.
You can see here in front of us here. So he's up behind a 2x2. On one hand, you want to try and make the smartest move you can to duck by them, but that's Griffiths. In fact, who's getting himself lapped up. He was he was raced with Brad earlier. Now he doesn't want to do him any favours, of course, because his teammate's not too far off this battle. So I think that's sort of some gamesmanship there. Oh,
he's
goodness
running
me.
tight. He's clinging onto that lap spot, that lead lap for what he's worth, but all in vain.
Yeah. And I think, no, it's still, yeah, McDonald's still taking quite a bit out, because now it's down to 2.5 seconds. So he's definitely much closer, but yeah.
That's going to be his enemy here.
That's true.
Yellow changes everything though.
Exactly. I think the only, even as much as it has been closed down a lot here by Dylan, I think the only way this changes is if there's a yellow. But Brad's of course controlled this race throughout, so that would be unfortunate. But looks like Ryan's seen himself get back past Angus even.
Yeah,
so
there you go. So he's hanging in there. Little Bones Jones, he's hanging in there. He's going to get himself another podium if he can hold on here. He's going to bag another podium, the little young buck.
He'll be very pleased.
9 laps to go. We tick them off quick when they run on green. Just looking back through the field, you have to sort of think about the 31 there. He sort of didn't do much in that race. So he was up there, but just didn't happen for him. Got caught on a couple of things. Same with the 093. Started P4, front, second row. So they didn't do probably what they were hoping to do. But they're clinging on to top 10s now. They're just working in through this run. But they'll be probably pretty disappointed with the end outcome. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's been the sort of the tale of Nitro season a little bit this year, Dave. The races where their flagship driver, obviously yourself, isn't out there. It's a little bit of no man's land. They've got of course McDonald out there flying the flag tonight, but need some of that Dave Douglas leadership, I think, for the boys out there. But just 5 laps to go now. Brad Newman clearly out in front, although the lead is down to a very small 1.5 seconds, but I think he's just trying to cruise it home as best he can without getting stuck in anything he doesn't need to. We've almost got, in fact we do now have 5 Project 36 trucks in a row, which is, they would be loving that if it was 1 through 5 on the position boards as well, but just seeing that out in my window there, it's looking very impressive, but only a few more laps to go. Most of the positions, I think the biggest battle at the moment is between Brad Wright and Aaron Major, Major's worked his way up past Brad Wright.
Yeah, which is a great recovery because we saw him in the fence.
Yeah,
he was a layout last yellow, I believe, the 105. So he's going to be happy with his efforts there to get back to P5 there, definitely.
Yeah, a bit of a late fade from Brad because Brad Wright this is. Because he's obviously been up there.
Yeah.
Exactly, Dave. Yeah, white flag for Brad Newman. Again, another measured race. Had a couple of challenges here and there. Saw them off. I hate to see how many laps he's led again. Only the one stop was all that's necessary.
Out of turn 4. Brad Newman.
Beautiful, Dave.
Takes the checkered flag.
Cut you off there a little bit, but a great drive. Obviously, it sort of petered out there a little bit, but he saw off all comers and cruise home for a nice victory there.
Yeah, McDonald's come off for him at 35. He's right on his tail there, but all in all, I think Brad had it fairly well under control, and I'd say that's how he felt from the driver's seat as well.
Mm.
So he's going to do a couple little skitties here, little skirt.
I think I should have note for next time, Dave. I'll let you call the final lap. I think you got that excitement factor. We need that.
Yeah, good talk, mate. Good discussion. And anyway, we got to the 33. About to pull her up and drop a set, hopefully, down here in front of us. And do a couple of skids, as I said earlier. So, Lobs Esport 33 does it again. We're going to run through our results for you in just a second, but took a while to get going there. A bit of a demo derby for some, but you're going to see a lot of stories of woe again in this round, and if we look at this leaderboard. But undeniable, Brad Newman our winner tonight, P1. We've got Dylan McDonald, first time race out here. Team Conti for the boys in a Nitro truck. I'm not sure what's going on there. He's got his bit pigeon-toed there anyway. But Ryan Jones, we've got simrigsdpr.com through it. Angus Lawford, good run for the Project 36 boys, 4th. Aaron Major, as we said, coming back there through 5th. Brad Wright, 6th. Josh Mickelmore, 7th. Riley Curtis, 8th. Jason Holdsworth holds on for 9th, first car lap down, and Brandon Griffiths running out the top 10.
Yeah, like you said, this is where a lot of the pain starts. Bradley Cairns, he was looking good earlier, but finished lap down P11. Aaron Dorman sitting on pit road for a lot of the event, and luckily came home only 1 lap down, but P12 wouldn't be happy with that. Andy Barber got himself caught up in some mess, P13, 2 laps down. And then, from here we've obviously multiple laps down. So Clink, P14, Blundell, P15, unfortunate from where he started. Williamson, 16th. Carl had an unfortunate situation we saw unfold. P17 for him, and Dave Lawler, P18. We ran up the remainder.
Yeah, there's a few back there. Buddy Mitchell, Jamie Davis, Tad Dahl, he was up there early, but suffered some setbacks. Tom Pritchard was involved in a lot there. Ryan Barber, we didn't see much of him, but clearly involved in the shambles at the start there. There was a big pile up in the turn 1 at one point there. Took a lot of cars out. Luke Patton, Dean Power, and fortunately Trent Lavelle, after a successful night out last week, comes home 28 this week.
Oh, then we got little stragglers.
Yeah, Steve Gerber and Jordan, they were in the same incident. Very much different views, but same incident.
P30, number 30. Hate that.
Certainly. So we've got our boys sitting outside. We're going to have to bring a couple in here. We're bringing Ryan Jones in. I'll let you take over, Ryan. I'll do the mill, and you can do the winner.
It sounds good. He had a great run. A couple of little pear-shaped moments, but was able to bring it home ultimately from a late charge in P3. Ryan Jones, you have to be feeling pretty good about that, I'd imagine.
Yeah, felt like I was driving a dump truck for most of that race, so it was a really good long-run car, but Bristol, not going to get long runs.
We saw you get involved in a couple of little instances, speaking of dump truck. But
yeah, I've looked at that, Matt. I didn't actually touch him, so I'm clear of fault in that one. Netcode. Okay,
so you've absolved yourself of any responsibilities there. That's good to hear. Tell me about your run, the ups and downs. What would do you feel like if you'd got a yellow late in the run? Do you reckon you could have had a shot at the win? Where were things at for you?
I would have lost 5 spots. The thing was horrendous on a short run. Like, I just couldn't roll the center at all. It was so tight mid, and even when Brad came through on those 20 lap fresher tires. 20 laps wasn't really much of a difference at all. Like, I came back at them at the end of the race, but just had nothing to roll the center with. So yeah, late race yellow would have killed my top 3, I think.
Was that? Did you didn't get any damage? Did you? Was that just the characteristic of the truck? Was it?
Yeah, that's just how the truck handled, and I wasn't game enough to try and loosen it up because I know that the truck's got quite a dangerous pendulum tendency around Bristol sometimes. So
yeah, we actually
bring that in.
That's a good call. We noticed that a little bit with a fair few trucks getting loose randomly. We're trying to get our head around that. Was that just a characteristic of the track state and where things are at, or like were you feeling that with yours at all?
I definitely felt it. Obviously, I think the setup was built to tune that out, maybe too much. But I think I did a fixed race a couple of nights ago, and that thing is horrendous. It's so loose. Really? I think it's just the truck on this track. You turn in over the bump, the rear end kicks out, and you're sort of sliding all the way through, and obviously really hard to save up on the banking without overcorrecting.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good insight. Because we saw probably more than I've ever noticed. People just getting loose and dropping it randomly. So that's wow. But I guess anyone you need to call out, shout out, thank for getting it done for you.
Big shout out, Steve, all the boys at DPR, Simrix.com, Ben Max Mechanical, Dougie for being a great commentator, Matt for always making it my fault on the broadcasts, on the replays. Other than that, good job, boys. I'll look forward to listening back. Brad and Dylan for a good race as well.
Nice one, Ryan. Beautiful.
There you
There
have it.
goes our P3 finisher. He's on the up and up. You can hear it. He's got a bit of a pep in his step, but another great run, another top 3 from Ryan Jones.
Yeah, he certainly does. As we drag in Dylan McDonald, who is our new driver from out of the States tonight. Dylan, welcome to the booth. Didn't have it all your way tonight. Had early speed, got caught in a couple of incidents. A lap, well, it wasn't really a lap down. It was a car in front of you spinning and got caught in that. But talk us through your race tonight, mate.
That was actually pretty fun. Obviously, newcomer to this league. Kind of bearing my wits around how everybody else raced around me. Obviously, new guy, you want to learn everything around everybody. And I mean, obviously, I had a quick truck. It's just the outside's so dominant here. And once I seen Brad get around me on the outside, I knew just to chill that whole time and just wait patiently. And the cautions, yeah, those came out at untimely ways, but had a little bit of wheel damage, got it all fixed, and then tried fighting my way back up to the top.
Yeah, no, we did see you make a bit of contact with that car there and had to take some repairs. But we did notice on one of those restarts there that Brad sort of took off, and I think you were leading at that point in time, and he sort of just drove around the outside. What sort of mind state were you in there? Were you being conservative there, or was Brad just going all guns to get the lead there? Just talk us through that moment, I suppose.
So on the there was one restart where I went to go shift up the second gear and the truck would not shift whatsoever. Like I was stuck in whatever gear I was in. So that kind of screwed the pooch on the guys behind me, which I do apologize for. They got caught up in that misfortune, but yeah, from then on, every restart, if I started on the top, I was golden. I'd just fly around them and then hurry up, try to get down to the bottom. But if I was already on the bottom and people were flying around me on the outside, I was just like, hey, you know what? You can have it. I'm just going to chill here, and hopefully everything works out my way. Just run out of laps.
Yes, certainly. And like we saw your truck. It did have some pace in there. Obviously, it was up there for a lot of the race and even at the start and the qualifying run as well. But did you make any changes throughout the race? Did you feel any looseness in the truck? We did see a few cars getting loose out there. Did you feel any of that?
Oh no, actually, I've been running this all week so far here at Bristol, so I've had a lot of practice in the official side of things, but obviously officials are a little bit different than leagues. But no adjustments, just took care of my tires for like the first 15-20 laps just to take care of the looseness that I could feel out of it, and after that it was just kind of gun-ho and just trying to keep everything surrounding me kind of cleanly, watching my mirror like crazy. My eyes hurt from looking up so much, and then obviously my arms are jelly from all the tightness from the wheel.
Yeah, right on, Dylan. Well, good strike rate. First run in the truck series here with us, and a P2, so very handy, mate. You got any shout-outs or any sponsors, teammates? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to all the Nitro guys out there tonight, and Johnny Taylor for whipping up a beautiful set out here for me tonight. He came into the chat with me and was kind of keeping my wits about me, keeping me calm down. So I'll give a big shout out to him. Want to give a big shout out to my mom and dad and everybody out there that's watching along with me and supporting me in whatever I do.
Beautiful. Well, we appreciate you coming out. Hopefully we'll see you out for a few more races in the season, and well done to mate. Congratulations on P2 tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And big shout out to you too in the booth.
Thank you, mate. And yeah, we hear him giving out Johnny Taylor, JT, big Nitro fan. He puts in a lot of hours for those boys over there. But let's bring in our back-to-back winner. Goes back-to-back tonight after his win at Talladega last week. And I'll let you interview Newman, Danson.
Yeah, thank you. You took away the whole intro part from me there, Dave. That's okay. Brad, you had a big win. Well, actually, I think it'd be 3 in a row now, wouldn't it? Because you had Martinsville and then Talladega, and then you come out and got this one sorted. Yeah, exactly. Don't shortchange the man. But Brad, you have to be cloud 9 after that race.
Oh yeah, I'm more thinking, mate. You should probably get a fill-in for commentating and come have a race and come do something with it.
I was definitely having. Dave and I were both having some withdrawals watching tonight. Bristol's a lovely place to race, but look, it's not about Dave and I tonight. Well, kind of is, but more you at the moment. You had a couple of little scary incidents, I'd say. You had one in particular with someone that wrecked. One of the lap down trucks had wrecked just ahead of you. How? I mean, it would look like it just got through, but how frightening was that from the driver's seat?
Yeah, well, you know what Bristol's like with the angle of the banking and how the visor is. You sort of don't really see what's coming up on you until pretty late. But you also sort of, it's Bristol, you sort of got to be ready for anything. So sort of just picked a direction to go and hope for the best and just got through. Saw the car by him in the mirror. Wasn't so lucky, unfortunately. But I think he was saying his car got mostly fixed up, so it was good.
Yeah, he did. Well, he was lucky to recover for a P2 in the end. But yeah, he got a little bit of wheel damage. But yeah, like you said, that's part of Bristol in a way. But then you obviously had to fight back because you pit. You got the fresh tyres. There was a little bit of time where the Project 36, you were getting ganged up a little bit. A few guys trying to nibble at your feet. Was that just a matter of saving and kind of holding on, or was it just a moment of they had a bit more speed?
I just wanted to run the low line to save the front tyre, which obviously you don't carry as much speed. But I also wanted the track position, so if I thought they were going to go around me, I'd just move it up a lane and create the gap again, and just had to do that a few times and then had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, beauty. We did say that. We saw riders you moved up. That was pretty much the end of that play. But I guess there wasn't much more to it from your perspective. Once you got in the lead, it was just a matter of clocking out the laps. But I guess anyone you need to shout out and thank and all that jazz?
Just you boys, as always, for putting the event on, and the guys over at Lobs Esports. Thanks again.
Nice one. Great result once again for Brad. As we said, 3 in a row now. Is really putting together a season. And as you touched on as well, Dave, I believe he did in fact take the points lead last week and has now just really padded to that with Carl's issues. The wins themselves as well would no doubt be helping him for the playoff positioning. So it's going to be tough to beat that 33 truck. Yeah, I'm not sure who's gonna be mounting that challenge. Maybe it seems like probably Jones, I guess, would be the biggest challenger at this stage.
Yeah, I think so actually. And so Brad's got the win, so he's going to have a lot of bonus points as well. So he's going to start in a strong position come playoffs, which we still have one more race before that happens. So there's still a bit to play out for the top 12, I think we take. But yeah, it's definitely hotting up. Who's going to take the challenge to Brad Newman? Well, we have to wait and see. Josh Mickelmore hasn't hit his stride yet. I think if a driver's going to take it to him, it's got to be the 31 from the Nitro boys. He just needs to find some luck or just turn his form around a little bit. But we haven't seen the best of him yet, so I'm going to go for an early crow, but hopefully we get the 31 up there and give him a challenge.
Yeah, that's a good call. Josh definitely is strong, and he's had a great season as well, has Josh. So, and we can't count out Carl. He's of course been an accumulator throughout the whole season, but I think that's definitely got to be your first few that you're thinking of. Ryan, of course, Brad, Mickelmore, and then it's a whole gaggle of other players and whatnot. But just with the form that Newman's showing, they're obviously going to have to. Probably going to have to find something, but we've got 2 more races before the playoffs kick in. It looks like the regular season finale is, in fact, Dover. We've got Rockingham next week, but then Dover. So it's all to play for, but and then we play off. So, it's going to be exciting the last few weeks, that's for sure. But, another great run. We had those rash of cautions early, some really big hits, which we love to see. But then we also got some nice green flag running. So it was overall a good run from the boys, and comes away with Brad Newman as your winner. So tune in again next week as we go racing at old school style at Rockingham. Of course, make sure like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mums and dads. But once again, thank you, and we will see you same time next week.